GloDev is the relief and development arm of GoToNations, which is short for Global Development. The goal of GloDev is to reach out to the poorest communities around the world through relief and development projects. And so as a relief and development worker, our missionaries working through GloDev can go into some of these hard to reach places with sustainable development projects so that the people can see the love of Christ through the tangible, felt needs being met. What is a sustainable development project? Basically, it's to help the poor help themselves. We have a motto at GloDev: we don't introduce what they can't reproduce. It needs to be locally reproduced, locally owned, and locally managed. We have multiple levels of sustainable development. One that we're really excited about that has transpired in the last year is sustainable microfarms. Basically, a sustainable microfarm is an aquaponics system. Aquaponics is just aquaculture, raising fish in a controlled environment, and hydroponics, growing plants without dirt. You combine the two in a synergistic marriage, so to speak, and creates a sustainable food machine. People can run this system. Once we get it built, we build it out of concrete, and we try to use all the materials that we can that are local so that they can see how to build it, so that they can reproduce it in their own culture and with their own resources. We've already built one in the mountains of Honduras at an orphanage. Here at House of Mercy, they have a training center just down the hill. Carlos and Elida are using that facility very well. They're using it every week to train the orphans. They do classroom training in the morning, and then they come out here in the afternoon and get in the system and learn hands-on how to take care of the system. It's a year old now. It's producing fresh fish and vegetables and herbs.
That's the way to catch the fish.
And the orphans are not having to pay for it. They're running the system. They're eating the produce of it. And it's pretty exciting to see how it changes the lives of the people that are around the system.
Buena pesca, buena pesca.
Even the community down the mountain from the orphanage are benefiting from the food that's being produced by this microfarm. Now, these orphans go to a school called New Destiny School, which is about 20 miles away. Our next phase, phase 2, is to build a 28,000 gallon system. We're now standing behind New Destiny School. Doesn't look like much right now, but this is the future location of a new sustainable microfarm. It's going to be 28,000 gallons of fish and plants and lots of fun for the kids, science and biology classes. We're going to be feeding about 300 kids a day in the school. Once that system is up and running, we're going to build a training center on site right beside this new system that we call a living lab. The living lab is a sustainable microfarm, but with a lot of different facets involved. Not only the students being trained, but local people be trained, community leaders, people from other countries will come in and be trained and then sent back into their local communities to reproduce this process. This is a very exciting time to get involved with GloDev because we're on the ground floor here. It's an earth-shattering moment because we have the possibility and the opportunity to change the lives of children and families that live on less than $2 a day, and in ways that they could never imagine, and even in ways that we could never imagine. Just because God has given this opportunity, given us this vision, given us this plan for the sustainable microfarm, it will literally change the lives of thousands and thousands of people. They don't see themselves as being poor any longer because they have hope, they have a dream, they have a vision, and they have the tools and the resources to accomplish the vision and the dream that they've acquired.